everybody, I'm Tom Vassel. Welcome to Week in Review. This is where we talk about all the different reviews we've done over the past week, other videos we may have done. We tell you what we think about them, and then if you want to go watch the full review, links in the description below. Let's get started.
Hey everybody, I'm Garcia. Here's what I did last week. So I reviewed Paper World, which I gave a 6 out of 10 to. This is a neat little card game. It's one in which you're going to be drafting cards and then playing them in a 3x3 grid. And it works well. It just has a theme that is paper thin, no pun intended. And there's a lot of other 3x3 card games recently that are a little more interesting, have more engagement. They're a little more dynamic. And this one, the scoring's very low. The whole thing is pleasant, but not exactly exciting. And so it's one I might recommend if you're looking for something very low-key. But if you want something with a little more oomph, there are other better card games very similar to it. I reviewed Take Time, which I gave an 8 out of 10 to. This is a cooperative, limited communication game in which you are trying to arrange cards around a clock, and you have to make sure that the cards or piles of cards continue to go up or follow other rules. Really neat, great-looking game. Sort of in the family of The Mind, or The Crew, but it's not a trick-taking game. So I really enjoyed it. It's probably my favorite limited communication game out there. And it's very punchy. It's very, incredibly short little rounds, and then you can set up and try again. It comes with a lot of content in it. You can play for 3 minutes and play a single sit-down session, or you can just continue to do these and play for half an hour and have a great time. Really neat stuff. And then lastly, I reviewed DC Heroes United, Batman Hush, which I gave, has a very long title. I gave it a 9 out of 10. This is the latest in the United series of games. This one's the first DC one. It's been all Marvel comic books up until now. And this is a straight-to-retail core box that I really enjoy. United, or Marvel United, up to now has been one of my favorite games of all time. This one is very good as well, but I have a small couple of caveats that I would, point out and warn people about. It's a very difficult core box. The villains are going to be challenging. It is very insular. There's a lot of references to Batman from the villains, so this one works well if you leave it alone as a core box and don't really mix it too much yet anyway. You have to kind of already be into the system to jump into this as a first core box, I would say. Some of the previous core boxes are a little friendlier to someone just wanting to find out what this United game is all about. If you're already a veteran, though, check this one out. It's real good. It's got some neat villains in there and some cool characters as well. Lots of content in there for the price point especially. And that's it for me, folks. I'm Z Garcia. I'll see you in the next one.
Hey everybody, welcome out to Chris Time. This week I took a look at 3 games, the first of which, Merchants of Andromeda. I almost said Merchants of Amsterdam. This one I gave a 6 out of 10. I definitely have my complaints about this one, but I definitely have the things that I really enjoy about it. The Dutch auction, which is a countdown auction, and once someone is ready to bid that amount, then they jump in. It's neat. It's an interesting driver, and I like the mini games, but I don't like all of them, and some of them really detract. So it's a 6 from me. Next up, Brick Like This. This is a 7. This is a Lego game. This was, I guess, based originally on a game called Brick Party, which was basically a Lego game. This one, 7 out of 10, as you're trying to describe how to put together different shapes of Lego pieces. Teams, right? One person the describer, the other is the builder. Some neat challenges. Mix it up. Funny little party game. 7 out of 10. And then lastly, Flip Tunes, I gave an 8. This is a cool deck building game. I've heard it described as deck building mixed with a slot machine, because you shuffle up the cards and you reveal 6 of them out there. But also, some are going to cause special abilities, extra cards to stack up and whatnot, and you're just trying to get the most fame or the most money out of each. And I think that it has a good system, fun art, cool theme and everything, but just a lot of fun going through and a lot of good choices throughout. So an 8 out of 10 for me, and that, folks, has been my week.
All right, this week I took a look at 2 different games. First up was Seven Wonders, the dice game. Came in at a 7.5 on this one. Now, I don't have a really strong history with Seven Wonders outside of Seven Wonders Duel, which is my favorite. But OG Seven Wonders don't have a strong affinity for or really much of a history at all with. So I was pretty fresh in this dice version here, and I did enjoy it. I thought the dice mechanism was fun and kept everyone engaged through the whole game. Ultimately, though, it's pretty themeless, like the other Seven Wonders games as well. Pretty themeless, and had a couple production issues with them deciding to go with the wax pencils. So it's one that I'd be happy to play. I would definitely look for some printed version that I can just go back to pen and paper on instead of the wax pencils. But did enjoy my time with Seven Wonders Dice. I also took a look at Take Time. Came in at 8.5 on Take Time. This is a cooperative card placement game. So similar to ones like The Mind, where you have certain rules or requirements in these card placements that you're trying to fulfill, but it's no communication between the players during that time. So you have a card of hand, you're playing them out and trying to meet requirements. I really enjoyed the tension of this game, the cooperation without communication. So you're going to be playing the card out and you're like, oh, I have a 10. Can I afford to go here or not? Oh, somebody already played there. So they played early, which means they were probably pretty confident in that placement. So maybe I'm going to err on the side of going over here instead. So a really good tension as you're placing the cards, but then also in that resolution phase where you're turning and revealing the cards to see if you passed that round or not. It's just, on the edge of your seat waiting. So really enjoying my time with Take Time, and 8.5 for that one, especially if you're a fan of these light filler games that have limited communication and cooperation. So check it out if so. That's going to be it for me this week, though. I'll see you next week.
One of the perks of being the video editor, I forgot about Seven Wonders Dice until editing Camila's Week in Review. I also reviewed Seven Wonders Dice, gave it a 7 out of 10. It's neat, it's good, it's a competent version of the game, but I feel like it's almost weird having everything in front of you on the roll and write sheet to begin with instead of having that feeling of growth like in all the other Seven Wonders games. But I still do have fun with it, and I think that they did a good job. You can, with the finish, use dry erase markers instead of the weird wax pencil. That probably would solve some of the issues for me. But that's Seven Wonders Dice.
Hey everybody, I'm Joey Evans, and here's what I reviewed this week. First off, Haunted Halloween, a trick-or-treat game. This is a roll-and-move family-style game. Honestly, I enjoyed it. My daughter loved it, so ended up at a 6 on this. My daughter would be a lot higher, but there aren't a lot of Halloween trick-or-treat games that you want to play with kids and with a family. So if you are looking for that, pick it up, check out the review. You may enjoy that one. Then also, Oliva, I keep wanting to say Olivia. It's an Olive game that's kind of really fun. It has this really neat mechanic about following people's actions and getting more powerful. Very quick, very nice. I enjoyed that. Gave it an 8. DC Heroes United, the Hush, is a brand new game from them, I guess, a standalone. I like this a lot and gave it a 9. And then Fliptoons. Fliptoons was a really fun it's got that Cuphead style artwork. I must have played this 5 times in one night. This one I really, really enjoyed as well. I gave an 8.5 on that. So I also did a video about 3D printed stuff. That's on there as well, but that is what I reviewed this week.
Hi, I'm Winnie Yee, and I have one game this week, and that was Brick Like This. I gave it an 8.5 because I thought it was an absolutely fabulous game. Really enjoy it. So it's a party game, and you are basically in teams trying to race to build a certain Lego building. And one person has the instructions, the other person has to build. They can't see the instructions, and every round there's like a little extra challenge that goes on. So I think it's fun. You play 6 rounds, pretty easy. So check out that review if that sounds at all interesting to you. All right, let's go ahead and see who's next.
Hey there, everybody. It's Mike Delisio, and this week I reviewed 4 games. We're going to start off with my biggest disappointment, which is Merchants of Andromeda, which I gave a 5 out of 10 to. It's a Reiner Knizia game. It's a remake of an older game called Merchants of Amsterdam, and the biggest problem I have with this is that it doesn't even feel like a Reiner Knizia game anymore. Too many things going on, doesn't feel terribly elegant, some fiddly bits with the board. It didn't work for me, and it's a shame. That is Merchants of Andromeda. Up next is White Runner, which I rated a 6 out of 10. This is not a bad game, but it's one that I come just short of recommending. It's a race game, a family weight racing game, where you are going to be picking one of 4 cards and then moving a space. It's essentially a roll and move game. The cards you choose are going to determine the number of dice you roll and how many spaces you can move. It's a charming game. It looks beautiful on the table, but it's a little too slight for me to recommend, and so that's why it is a 6. Up next is Shallow Regrets, which I gave a 7.5 to, and it would even be higher if you add in the little mini expansion. It is a micro game from Button Shy that is based off of a larger game called Deep Regrets. It has the same theme and the same great art, and a much smaller design where it's just kind of focusing on one core mechanism of drawing a couple of cards that you're fishing, maybe keeping one, throwing the other one back, and being able to trigger different abilities. Very short game, very easy to teach, and quite successful at what it's trying to do, 7.5. And then finally is Oliva, which I rated an 8.5. This is a card game that really kind of snuck up on me. I didn't know anything about it, and I was really thoroughly charmed by it throughout the plays. It is themed around olives and converting olives into olive oil, and it has a really nice look. But what really is compelling about it is the card play. It's a very, very interesting take on deck building, which is a genre that I don't usually get that excited about anymore. But Oliva is a really nice take on it. And so that's going to do it for me this week. This is Mike Delisio. Let's keep it moving.
I reviewed quite a few games this past week. I did 2 small groupings of 6 games each. You can go look at those to see all the different reviews in them. Mixes of good and bad, so all sorts of little games. I also took a look at a kind of a bigger 4X style game, Rise of the Wastelands in the Future. A lot of things I really liked about it. Didn't love combat as much, but I still think it works, and it's a beautiful looking game, 7 out of 10. And then Fliptoons. Fliptoons, a great little filler style game where you play 6 cards in front of you, score fame, buy some more, rinse and repeat. Fun artwork too, I like that. Took a look at the HeroScape promotional miniatures and dice. Some pretty cool stuff in there. Not anything I think you desperately need, but still fun, 8 out of 10. And then Olives from Pythagoras, a really solid, cool deck building game. What you play works off what your opponents have played, and very, very enjoyable, 8.5. Also, if you missed it, the team finished the top 100 games of all time. We continued our role-playing game, the 4 Doubloons, so if you want to see what it's like for the Dice Tower to be piratey. Oh, and I missed another review. I forgot about 7 Wonders Dice.
Ha! I'm not the only one who forgot 7 Wonders Dice.
I gave that one a 7 out of 10. I think it's enjoyable, but it's not as good as the original 7 Wonders and or 7 Wonders Duel or even 7 Wonders Architects. But if you like roll and writes, you might enjoy that one a lot. And then we played some live games. We did our live shows, crowd surfing, lots of stuff on the Dice Tower, folks. Thanks so much for watching. We got more coming for you this week. Until then, I'm Tom Vassel. See you next time. Hey folks, thanks for watching another one of our videos. If you like our videos, if you like our channel, if you would love to game with us at one of our conventions, check out Dice Tower Cruise, Dice Tower East, and Dice Tower West. Fantastic conventions where we play games with wonderful people, a humongous library, and lots of other events and stuff. Also, don't forget to check out our channel, like and subscribe. I'm Tom Vassel.
No one's done anything with these peg games, so I'm just going to do a little quick review right here on them. Pretois, 3 out of 10. Morabaraba. Oh, 9 out of 10, this one. Woo! Let's see how well Alquerques does. Alquerques earns a 9 out of 10. There's a lot of good peg games today. Saku! 9 out of 10! What are the odds? Totolospi getting itself a 3. It's 3 or 9 with these peg games. Around the Clock,